I have a feeling we're going to see some carnage today. I'm going to start it by just removing this to 15 millimeter, and since you have this pan with this cross member on the C5, it has to be a wrench. A socket's not going to fit. Maybe if you had a socket and an extension, but mine would not. Not really sure what's going to come out of here and what's not. Should be interesting though. Well, an ounce of oil maybe? Don't expect to see a huge amount of oil coming out. Have a feeling that's going to happen when I take this pan off. One of the better purchases from Harbor Freight, not the Porter cable unit, but those little things on the end there. Find them on sale now and then for $3.99. Has all the way from 7 millimeter to 13, I believe. And they are so nice on things like this pan. And I'm too. Another good purchase for this kind of thing. Breakfast bowl with a magnet on the bottom. Yeah, I can see it loosening up there already. Don't lose any of these. I've found that it takes pretty much the same amount to put it together as it did to take it apart. Unless, of course, you find a better way to engineer it with fewer bolts. I've had that happen too. Looks like we have the ones in the center now. You can see that that one released some tension up in there though. See what we got here. Last one, we gonna go flying or what? Yeah. Now, it's just me out here. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to hold that in place, because it will. Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah. This is also, like I said, we're gonna see some tragedy inside this pan. For those of you who were thinking thoughts like, I don't know, give him an oil change, he'll be fine. Well, we remember that damage from yesterday, but let's see up inside here. Oof. Yeah, that's what happens. Can't see much else up in here. Well, I probably can't. This is once again one of those things where I'm running the camera over it, but I can't see it until I look back on it. So there may be more than what I'm seeing. Oof. Well, here's our first look without even going inside the block. This is exactly as I found it. I've not put anything anywhere. I've not wiped anything down. All of those pieces were perfectly placed in that little rectangular portion right there. There's a chunk over there. Over here, more chunks. Isn't that weird how everything kind of landed right in that one spot? But boy, there's just... that all looks like block. I don't see anything that looks like... I don't think anything looks like connecting rod yet. Maybe? It's hard to tell if that's a machine surface or what. But, wow. There's some kind of metal. That looks like that may be windage tray part. Hard to say. Anyway, we got chunks. Well, as evidenced by the shadows on this engine, I've been out here zing, zing, zinging a lot. And I'm close. Almost have this valley out of here, the pan cover. As with most of the stuff in this application, most of them come off pretty easily, but then you have a couple back behind the firewall that are stuck in there. I'll show you what I mean. See the two back in there? You can't use the big tool on that, but you can still use a ratchet. It gets right to it.
This is where we're going to see the interesting stuff. Or not. I don't know about the cam yet, not enough to tell if it's still good, but I don't see anything broken up here. Block's still gone anyway, but let's get these heads off. Just a quick break from under the hood, and 3 things I want to say. First of all, I'm sorry about the hair. Sorry if it's scaring your children or family pets. Had to get up very early today and couldn't put product on it. So I had to leave just like this. Anyway, I'm in the parking lot of a Home Depot in Tampa on this Sunday. Beautiful morning, just gorgeous, like 78 today and sunny. But the reason I came here is a guy has an LS block that's had all the machine work done to it, all the receipts for all that by a reputable local shop, and has an ARP main stud kit, and he's bringing some other parts too that may potentially figure into my build here. But with having all of its work done, I can go a couple of different directions. I can either replicate my LS6 engine, put the stuff that's still good out of mine into that, have some machinery, you know, have the stuff done that has to be done, some rods and pistons probably, but whatever's good could potentially be used in this block, and maybe it'll save me $1. If my heads are still good, that would be fantastic. Z06 heads with the sodium-filled valves are not the easiest to run across, and I really like them. I'd like to keep as much of the Z06 vibe going as possible. But the guy is rolling up now. We'll take a look at this block and see what we've got.
And I got it. This is an unbelievably clean setup. It already has new cam bearings, has a main stud kit from ARP, and since I already have a head kit from ARP, the motor will have ARP throughout. I'm assuming those are still good, but I'll have everything checked. But I already made one step. There's my block. Pretty. Well, passenger side head's off. You can see right there that little place where the valve tapped. There's one on there too. And that one. And that one. Under here. Oh boy, I do on the back piston. Hold please. The heck? You know why it has that design on it, right? Because it was spinning. Oh crap. Yeah, that's not supposed to do that. Wonder if that one. Wow. Okay. I was thinking it was probably 7. Okay, this is the driver's side head. Now, let's go see if this passenger side head, if those pistons are wanting to stay where they are. Progress is being made, dropping off the cylinder heads at United Speed World here in Tampa. Dropping them off here because of some recommendations. Cool building, seem like nice guys so far. I want to make sure those original valves in those 243 casting heads are still good. The heck? Okay. Anyway, they're sodium filled, so I want to make sure they're still usable. Whoa, those guys are fast. Not even 24 hours later and I have my heads back. Good news is they are undamaged. I can't believe I didn't mess up one of those pretty hard to find sodium filled valves, but the 243s will be going back on my engine. Just got them cleaned up and made sure they sealed right. But time to tell you also what I'm going to do. This block and the rotating assembly are all going to be part of a 383 stroker. I was going to go a little more on the stroke, but I don't know, I wanted something that's going to be around for forever. It's looking like maybe K1 crank, K1 rods, and we're still trying to decide on the pistons because it's hard to source things right now. But that's it for this time around. Next video, you'll see this thing coming together and hopefully going back into that. Thanks for watching, guys.